When we started the ranch, we thought we were just going to be this little backyard organization, nonprofit that would help maybe a few people. We've seen it grow incredibly. One of my favorite animal stories has to do with Mercy. Unfortunately, the person who owned her didn't treat her well. She decided that feeding them was more of a nuisance, so she didn't. And so the horses survived on fecal matter and tree bark. It was the dead of winter, it was terribly cold, and thank goodness Clare County Animal Control went in and seized 9 horses and 50 dogs. Mercy started life at a foster farm with all the other horses where they were given lots of good food. And in the spring, I received a phone call from the family who had her, and they said, "We have this beautiful little pony mare. We'd like to know if you would take her." And I said, "Well, I'd like to pray about it, but I'll let you know." That night, I went to bed, and I had a dream about this little dark mare who came to the ranch. The next morning, they sent me her picture. I had not seen her to that point, and it was the horse I had the dream about. Ty and I went and got her, and we brought her back, and I put her in a field by herself just to let her get acclimated to being here. And I let her be alone for a couple days, just not bothering her, letting her get used to her surroundings. And I decided I wanted to make friends with her. So I went into the first pasture and started kicking rocks around. You know, I wanted to leave the pressure off of her. I didn't want her to feel like I was going to come right to her and, scare her. Pretty soon she comes walking up to me, and I turned my back to her and I walked backwards real slow, and I reached behind me and I scratched her on the chest. Then I dropped my hand and walked away. And again, I'm looking at the ground, and pretty soon I feel bump bump on my back. Well, this time when she came up to me, she bumped me again, but she brought her head around and she rested it on my chest. And when she did that, it felt like she was saying, "If people are as nice as you, I'm willing to give you another chance, and I'll forgive you."